the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Off the option, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Emmanuel Mosley that time able to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson, option right. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
And to anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is hard to hit what you can't catch.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And Mostert with a first down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Azeez Al-Shaair charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
On the option right is Jackson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Murray.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Latavius Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up near the 34. And
Here we go, here we go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 35 on second down, Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. There to make the grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Watkins diving. He's got it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
First down and a little extra from Mostert. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Garoppolo.
And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Javon Kinlaw.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Flushed out right.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling?
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Tyus Bowser in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's